Hey everyone, Master Hosen here. It's been a while, been really busy with stuff. Just wanted to give an update of the channel and talk about some future plans and stuff that I have, or that I've been thinking about going for it. Um, First of all though, I do apologize for not having uploaded anything in a while. It's mainly due to me starting college again, and just being swamped with a lot of work. I'll get into that later. The other thing that's kind of discouraging me from doing stuff, it was me constantly going over that 15-minute upload timer on YouTube. And I've been waiting for them to get rid of that for me, because if you look, I do have about 65 videos or so up now. And I have another friend right here, O4Zaz, who has about, I think, maybe 30 videos up now. And he can upload all he wants, but well, me, I just, 15 minutes, 15 minutes. But it's really discouraging me from uploading videos. Often I would forget to set my alarm, go over, lose footage, shit like that, and then not want to record anymore. But just today, actually, or rather tonight, I looked on my page and they have removed it. So now I can upload as much as I want. I have pretty good compression software. So what I'm thinking about doing is aiming towards 30-minute videos or so. Let me know how you guys think about 30-minute videos. If they're maybe too long, you can come down to like 20 or so. But it'd be really cool because I don't have to worry anymore about going over 15 minutes. And if that happens, then I can't upload the video. I could go 15 minutes and 1 second, and YouTube will be like, "Oh, that's too long. You gotta cut that 1 second off." And I don't know. It's just a real pain in the butt. So, that's what I've been up to, college. Um, but yeah, so let's get on to kind of stuff I want to talk about. So I'm going to be discontinuing my Echelon Book 1 play, at least for now. I put it down in my comments. I believe, yeah. I'm going to put it on hold. The reason I'm mainly doing this is, well, for two reasons. It kind of has a lack of interest when it comes to like people commenting and viewing and any feedback I get. I'm not getting like much feedback on it at all. So I don't know if you guys like it or not, if it's terrible or not. The other reason is I've played Echelon Book 1 a lot. And when I was going into the Let's Play, I was thinking like, well, I haven't played it in a while, maybe I'll enjoy it again. Partial problems with my build that I go in Echelon Book 1 is really powerful, and in-game and even mid-game, it gets really boring. All you're really going to see me doing is going zap, 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 zap on every single monster and killing everything in the game. So to save you that boredom too, I kind of put it on hold. I will get back around to it if popularity for it does pick up. I would be, more than happy to do it when I get time, and if I get some feedback on it. But I haven't heard much from you guys. I'm a little bit bored of the game, quite frankly. So it's gonna be on hold for now. I'll eventually get back to it, and eventually do Echelon Book 2. So, regarding Guild 2 too, it's an ongoing thing. I know I've been having a lot of crashes in it. At least, I don't know what to say. Really. It's not like I'm going in and like deleting my saves and like starting over and be like, oh, we have to start over again. I try to show you guys exactly what happens and why we can't. We have to keep restarting. But at least I guess that's something for you guys to consider if you're thinking about picking up Guild 2 for multiplayer purposes. That's the shit you have to deal with if you want to play multiplayer. Really fucking annoying. Single player though is pretty solid. I don't have really any problems doing Guild 2 single player. I've had a lot of problems doing Renaissance, Guild 2 Renaissance single player. So much so that I don't even talk about that game. The game's like taboo. Don't ever bring that game up on my channel, or that's gonna be like an insta ban or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, so that's what's going on with the Guild 2. Well, the other thing is too is is since I am doing a multiplayer, I do have to go by Saro's schedule as well, since he's the one playing with me, and he's really busy as well. He works a lot, so it's just whenever we get time, I'll keep uploading more Guild 2 videos. Let me know what you guys think about it too. You know, if you guys are sick of seeing, you know, crashy, buggy Guild 2 going up there, then let me know. But if you enjoy, you know, the short bits of each game I'm putting up and stuff like that, then I have no real problem continuing doing that that ongoing Let's Learn and Play. So you can also see too, I have written here planned Let's Learn and Plays Dwarf Fortress. So that's kind of what I want to get into now. Is I'm thinking about moving into another one and starting up another one. I'm gonna post this video, and I probably won't post another one for like a week or so. Maybe, well, like 5 days or so. I have quite a bit due in this coming week for school, and I'll get into that later. But there's other reasons why too. I'm not gonna upload stuff for a little bit, and I'll get into that actually right now. The thing is how about think of like 9 of you now, 9 subs of you. Well, 3 of you are pretty good friends of me now. O4 Zaz, Mushi Master is actually Saro, and Malcaspia. These 3 people are really good friends of mine. The other of you, I'm really interested in getting to know and stuff like that. So, this kind of leads me into the other thing. I want you guys actually to pick the next Let's Play I'm going to do. So I'm going to move this window away, and I believe in Notepad. Yeah. So I've written up a bunch of stuff that I'd be willing to do for you guys. All of these have pretty good interest, or have quite a bit of interest in them. So the first one is the original Mount & Blade. It's a really fun game. If you guys want me to do it, I can go ahead and I'll fire it up. I do have a slight problem with the Mount & Blade series. I need to figure out how to minimize it because I record everything minimized. So once I figured out how to do that, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But once I figure out how to do that, I'll go ahead and do it. So there's the original Mount & Blade I can do. I've done a lot in that game. I know quite a bit about it. So that'd be pretty fun. There's also another thing I really like about the original Mount & Blade, which is a mod for it, which is the Star Wars mod. This is an awesome mod. If you have Mount & Blade and you've never played the Star Wars, I believe it's a Galactic Conquest mod, you need to go download it now, install it, and play it, because it is awesome. So that's one thing I could do too. I could do the Mount & Blade Star Wars mod. I've actually been playing it a little bit recently, because it's just so fun. I love it. So the other game I could do is the Mount & Blade Warband game. It's similar to Mount & Blade, except it just has a few more features into it. Likewise, I can also do the Mount & Blade with fire and sword. I say that heavily. I just recently got this expansion when it was on sale for $4.99, and I played a little bit of it. I played a lot of Mount & Blade, and I played a lot of Mount & Blade Warband. I played at least 200 hours or so combined with both those games. Not as much as, like, you know, some die-hard fans have done of the game, but you know, I've explored a lot in the games. Now, Fire and Sword, I have to say, I really dislike it. I just can't really seem to get going anywhere in the game. It takes me a really long time to do anything. It seems like they've taken out arenas in the game, or tournaments, so I always like to do like the lone warrior kind of hero guy with like small bands of people, and I go up against like impossible odds, and you know, through tactics and gear and me having a really fast horse and impaling a lot of people, come out victorious. And I do that a lot in Mount & Blade Warband and Mount & Blade the original. However, there's a huge problem with this in Fire and Sword. First of all is, since they've removed tournaments, or at least I've played Fire and Sword for at least 3 hours, and I haven't seen any tournaments. So I don't know if they are in there or if they're gone. So maybe somebody can correct me, but for my understanding of it, they're gone. Like, there's no tournaments anymore, and tournaments were an awesome way to gain money. Whether you had a big army or you were just small, but it was awesome to get money when you were starting out in that game, because it requires you to have no gear. You only need a little bit of money really, and you can make quite a good amount of money, and you can use that to pay your soldiers if you've been losing a lot of battles, and you're not like me to just like loot everything after battle, and you're like constantly going and selling your stuff. I don't like doing that, so I just do like those tournaments every now and then, and just go with that. But fire. So this is what happens when I play Fire and Sword. First of all, I started playing the game, and like immediately I was introduced to guns. And now I played with guns before mods. I've always been kind of iffy about guns, but okay, they've incorporated guns pretty well in the game. I'll give them that. They still left bows in the game, which is really nice because I still do prefer to use bows. I know I've looked at a lot of forums and people are like, if you use bows, you're an idiot in Fire and Sword, and I know. I'll admit it, I'm an idiot, but I love bows, so I'll use bows. But what happens in Fire and Sword is, since there's no tournament, there's no real quick way to make money, or a reliable way to make money. Now I know there's something like called trade caravans and stuff, but every time I go and do it, or there's something, I don't have money to do it, so they tell me to go away. So I'm pretty sure if I had more money, then I could do those trade caravans, but I don't. So I'm kind of fucked on that. So what ends up happening is I play the game, and then I get my ass kicked repeatedly, because what happens is I charge into combat all lone warrior status, and then I get shot in the face. And if I don't get shot in the face, if I don't die from being shot in the face off my horse gets shot in the face. And then I go on the ground, I move like a snail because the movement mechanics on ground, and then I get shot in the face. And that's my entire experience with Fire and Sword for like the whole 2-3 hours I played the game. Whatever. The other thing I tried doing was going out and like recruiting people, and it said I can get like 55 guys of my party maximum. I think that's kind of like the standard for starting. And I know if you get higher renown, it also raises that cap and other things too, like leadership. But when I go around and recruit, I can only get like 17 people, and then the villagers stop offering stuff. I don't really remember any mechanics in Mount and Blade Warband or Mount and Blade or even the Star Wars mod where it would tell you your cap, but then disallow you from continuously recruiting people up to that cap. So I think that's maybe another thing I'm missing with Fire and Sword. Likewise, if you guys want me to do Fire and Sword, it'll be a rough experience, but I'll do it. But that's that. So the other game I was thinking about doing is Dwarf Fortress. I've been playing quite a bit of Dwarf Fortress, and I have not been uploading it for a few reasons. One is I'm trying to be more educational and things like that in my videos. And I know a lot of players in Dwarf Fortress do like the like event updating kind of thing, where they'll play for a while and then they'll come back when they have more stuff. So like they'll cut to another scene of like stuff down there. That's probably something I wouldn't do. So it'd be a lot of like me mapping out stuff, me explaining things, and me going over things like that while I play. So if I did Dwarf Fortress mode, you'd see everything. It might get thing is it might get kind of boring, so I'd run out, I should say. What I'm thinking about maybe doing that is like guest commentary, bringing in a lot of other people to play it with me, or commentate while I play. If you're one of my subs and you want to do it, just let me know. Send me a PM if we do Dwarf Fortress and you want to come in and commentate for a video or two in Dwarf Fortress. Just let me know, man, and totally hook that up. So I could do a fortress mode. If I did that, I would probably do like a volcano starting one, and do the whole thing of naming the dwarves after you, which I'll get a little bit to that later as well. The other thing I could do is adventure mode. That'd be definitely a lot shorter, because I usually like to put my points into stupid things at the beginning of the game, like swords, axes, maces. Who needs those skills? I'll put all my skills into biting and striking and kicking and throwing and wrestling, and it doesn't go over very well, but it is kind of hilarious. The games I do play where I put points into swords and stuff, I end up getting so bored that I eventually go around and start murdering shopkeepers. So we can always do that as well. Adventure mode, definitely be a lot shorter, but I could do adventure mode if you guys want to. The other thing I could do is Guild 2 single player. So I know you guys have seen a lot of multiplayer. In my multiplayer videos, I try to explain as much as I can about things. The constant crashes in the games, though, it does make that whole process a little bit more harder, because I do have to try and remember what I said in previous videos, carry it over to the next set the next game, and then when that game crashes, I have to carry it over into the next one. So I could do a Guild 2 single player. It is, I have to say, it is pretty boring playing the game single player. But I could do that pretty fast if you guys would be interested in seeing like a real play, I guess, of Guild 2, or one that's not gonna crash. At least that shouldn't crash. I could always do that. The other thing I was thinking about it too is going back to Master of Orion and trying out Impossible mode. I've never played the game on Impossible mode. I have no idea what to expect. I really had no idea what to expect when I was going on the hard mode in the last game I played, especially when I was faced with 32,000 ships. Yeah. So I was thinking about maybe trying Impossible mode. If we do, or if you guys do elect Master Orion as it, they'll probably have like another small voting process of what leader I'll play as, or something like that. The other game I was thinking about doing is Liberal Crime Squad. That's another game where I can name people after you guys. If you guys follow Grimmeth or Jeff Major, they've done Liberal Crime Squad. I particularly like Grimmeth's playthrough of Liberal Crime Squad. I don't know, I've always really liked Grimmeth's videos, but he's really good at Liberal Crime Squad. He's really entertaining in it. And I don't know. I think he's part of the reason why I started playing Liberal Crime Squad, and I don't know. I really like the game. So if you guys are interested in seeing some Liberal Crime Squad, I could go ahead and shoot that up there. I do tend to play more like Grimmeth, where instead of like trying to make this empire and stuff of people connected with people that don't know about the people that they're connected with, I usually just tend to go around and murder lots of people like Grimmeth. So if we did play Liberal Crime Squad, it would be a lot of murder with a lot of more murder. So, but that'd be a game I can name characters after you guys and stuff. That'd be pretty fun. So one thing is if we do Dwarf Fortress, since I have about, I think I have 9 subs. Yeah, 9. What I'll probably do is go ahead and name like the nobles after you guys, and then name like the other ones just like after random names and stuff like that. So if you guys want to be a noble in Dwarf Fortress, let me know. I just put like the basic ones up, the basic starting ones. As you can see, I have claim to militia commander. I always name my militia camp commander after me. If I did a let's play on it, I'd have to do the same thing. Sorry guys. If you don't want to be a noble, that's fine. If you want to have like certain skill sets or whatnot, let me know. The only thing I'm gonna say is that it will definitely go off need, like a necessity. So like if I'm starting off in the starting 7, you're like, I want to be a potash maker, I'll probably turn you into something useful. Not a potash maker, but maybe something else. And if I do bring you as a potash maker, I'll probably just put you right into the military. So if you just want to be a normal military guy, that's fine too. But so this is one of the reasons why too, I guess I'll probably delay putting up videos until I get feedback on this video to see what you guys want to do. If we do Dwarf Fortress, what nobles you guys want to be, and things like that. All this, if you want any more information on it, or to give me your feedback on this, you can comment on the video or send me a PM, and I'll happily answer it that way. So that's what's up with Dwarf Fortress. So how's this voting system gonna work? Well, here's my first voting system, where Malcaspia's vote is 99% of the votes, and all the rest of you, your vote kind of counts. No? Don't like it? Okay. Well, let's go to a new voting system then. How about this one? Where I just vote. No. Wait, I can't vote on my own stuff. Okay. Here we go. Let's, everyone can have one vote on the video. Or on the the game I play. So if you just want to PM me or comment here or whatnot, I'll find your comment or something somewhere and I'll incorporate it. I have 9 subs, so 9 votes, which means if you vote on this, your vote really matters. So if you care at all. So we'll probably have about maybe 4 or 5 days after this video is posted to vote on this. Get to me, let me know, and we'll make stuff happen. So just to give you guys like an idea of what I've been doing in college, or at least what I have planned or coming up, I do have I guess it's like a midterm, my teacher's calling it, but I think it's a little bit early for one. I don't know, whatever. I'm taking a German history class, the 1800s to present day, and I have to do an 8-page paper that's due on Sunday. I have to submit online. That's going to be assigned. No, it was assigned today. Okay, so I'll have to work on that 8-page paper. I also have a two-page paper due in my government class that's due on Tuesday, and I have another 1-page paper that's due on my HROB class that's also due on Tuesday. And there's a lot of other things that make me want to pull my hair out, cry, and then quit and do nothing but do Let's Plays. But yeah, so that's kind of like a rough schedule I have with college. So odds are I won't really be getting around to uploading any of these games until like this coming Tuesday, Wednesday, around that area. Probably like Tuesday, later in the Tuesday or not. So, but that's what's going on with me. That's what's going on with the channel. So let me know what you guys think about this. I'm also, I guess, testing my 15-minute upload because I've been rambling for a while now. So yeah, just, you know, submit, vote, or whatnot. If you don't want to vote, that's fine. I'm really interested in learning more about you guys and stuff like that. So, you know, just send me a PM, say what's up, cast a vote, say what noble you want to be. Tell me why you want to be the noble. Tell me what skill sets you want. Tell me what you want to try to accomplish as a noble. Like, do you want to be the expedition leader that's like mysteriously murdering everyone or something? I don't know. Just send me something. Send me your interests on Dwarf Fortress or whatnot. So, so then one last thing, I guess, before I go, I'll pull back up my channel and stuff. If you guys are looking for some other cool people to watch and stuff, and you already know about Mount Caspian stuff, check out this guy right here, O4 Zaz. He does Let's Plays. Oh, there's his video too. We can watch it from my video. Haha. He does Let's Plays on Dead Island. He's doing it jointly with one of his friends. He's also done, what is this? I believe Morrowind? Yeah, he's also done Morrowind and this other game called Trapped Dead, which looks pretty cool. So he's a really cool guy. Met him on Voltron Army Forums. You guys should all check him out. He's pretty badass. So, yeah. But that's all I have for you guys. Hopefully this video will upload, and hopefully y'all hear from you guys. So I will see you then.